Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the day after reaction to the Notre Dame versus South Carolina game. Irish won 45 to 38. And so when I was doing the post game show over at Mark Rogers' Voice of College Football, I was doing kind of more emotional reaction. But this is gonna be more like thinking of the big picture kind of things. So Tyler Buckner was not perfect at all. 3 interceptions, 3 touchdowns. Really, only one of them was totally his fault. Like, I know people are saying, oh, TB's trash. TB's never going to play again in Notre Dame. But obviously, the shovel pass was a bad decision on his part. But one of them was a tip pass, and like Bryce Young has had tip pass interceptions. Like, even he makes mistakes like that. And the second one was just it was like a too cute of a play call by Tommy Reese. Like, Tommy, that was on Tommy. Tommy had probably I'm gonna say might be his best game ever as a Notre Dame offensive coordinator last night against the Gamecocks. Like, really, besides that, did he really go wrong? I don't think so. So yeah, obviously 18 for 33 is an ideal. 274 yards is great. 3 touchdowns, great. 3 interceptions, bad. But really, only one of them was his fault. That shovel pass just wasn't a hit. And I really thought that they used Audric Esme really well. I mean, 95 yards on 14 carries for Audric. You can't ask for much more than that from him. Logan Diggs, of course, broke off some big runs, especially that touchdown run, 89 yards. TB with 61 yards and 2 touchdowns, of course. And then Chris Tyree with 5 carries for 21 yards. I just wish he could shake the first defender. Like, obviously, if he's like if he can just get by all the guys, is great. But I just wish with Chris that he could at least break some tackles. But hopefully, him and Dylan McCullough can work on that next year. And yeah, obviously we're gonna have a what's his name? Gosh darn it. What's the other running back's name? That's a freshman. Gosh darn it! I should have got. Unprofessional. Jadarian Price is obviously going to get a lot of carries next year, and I'm really excited to see what he's going to do because everyone said he was the best one in camp this year. So really excited to see him get at it. And receiving, Braden Lindsey was awesome. Braden Lindsey running deep, catching the touchdown. That's what we saw from him against Ohio State. He had a big play against Ohio State with TB at quarterback. And we saw it again today. And yeah, he was awesome catching that touchdown. Logan Diggs, of course, catching some. Jaden Thomas had a great game. Like, no one really thought he would do much at the start of the year. He wasn't great at the beginning, but Chancey Stuckey coached him up, and yeah, he's gonna be a difference maker next year. He's gonna be a difference maker next year, and of course Mitchell Evans at tight end with the game-winning touchdown. He was targeted also on that pick six. It wasn't his fault, of course. But yeah, he's gonna be a sophomore. He's gonna play 3 years, and we're gonna have him for the next 2 years. Obviously, probably isn't gonna be quite as good as Michael Mayer, but I'm still really excited to see what he's gonna do because he looks awesome, and yeah, I'm just excited to see him get more catches. So yeah, really excited to see more Mitchell Evans. He was only a 3-star out of high school, which is insane. Now, on the defensive side, we really gotta get better at linebackers next season. This offseason is gonna be so important for the linebackers. Uh, Obviously, there's gonna be a lot of guys leaving. Like, I'm assuming JD's gonna play another year, but I don't know. I just don't think he should get as much playing time this year. Like, I love the guy. He seems like an awesome person, but he was so frustrating to watch. Tariq Bracy, I would say, is probably the best of the linebackers. Oh no, he's a corner, my bad. But he made a lot of tackles. Jack Kaiser was frustrating as well. Like, JD and Jack, J and J, Can we please get away from them, man? Like, I know they seem like they try really hard, but they're not athletic enough. They just aren't athletic enough for what Al Golden wants to do with the linebackers. It's really frustrating. Really, really frustrating. The D-line, I think, did really good for what they had. Obviously, Jason Ademiyola was hurt. Isaiah Foskey opted out. Those are the two best guys. Those are the two best guys. And especially, like, Riley Mills made some plays. Jordan Batoho was awesome. I'm so excited to see more of Jordan Batoho at linebacker. He's the one that really excites me. Jordan Batoho. Really excited. We can't see any more Marist. I know at that position. What I do want to see Marist at is Viper, Isaiah Foskey's position on the D-line. I think he would do really good there. But please no more Marist at linebacker. It's killing me, man. Like, I know the guy's grinding and trying his best. Like, I'm not trying to attack the players. I just don't think they're getting put in the best positions by the coaches to succeed. What I do want to see is more Prince Colley. Prince Colley has really looked really promising. Jalen Sneed didn't play very well, but you can see why he was a 5-star. You can see why this guy is going to be incredible for Notre Dame. Obviously, only one tackle, a bunch of penalties. It was an ugly game for him, but I really do think that Jalen Sneed next year is really going to be a difference maker. Al's got to coach him up, though. Al Golden's got to coach him up. Yeah. But, obviously, Riley Mills, I'm excited to see more of him next year. He really is a grinder out there. 3.5 sacks, 8 tackles, but I feel like every time he had but he had a sack at such a big time. So, I definitely think he can get better. And obviously Justin, Jason's brother, also made a big play. So, he may come back and put in more work. Howard Cross didn't do much, unfortunately. Tobias Merriweather. Man, if Tobias would have caught that ball, he lost in the lights. He would have had such an awesome game. He would have had such a great game. Ben Morrison getting hurt. I was like, oh no. I really hope it's nothing serious, but he was a freshman All-American. 6 interceptions. Like, what else do you want from Ben? And seeing him get hurt was so heart-wrenching. It was so heart-wrenching. Like, Matt Salerno. Like, I love the guy. He's from where my cousin lives. Which is funny. But I just hope he doesn't get that much more playing time next year, man. Like, I'm sure he's a really cool guy to be around. But we have so many better wide receivers than Matt Salerno. Like, talent-wise. I know Tommy's getting the most out of him. But, yeah. Not that great. And the offensive line at the end leading on him. Like that. I mean, I was frustrated with the O-line the first half. I'm like, come on, Harry. Get more out of them. But then, of course, in the second half, they took over. And we were kind of just able to do whatever we wanted in the run game. But yeah, also, everyone's talking about Tyler Buckner. They're all complaining about him. And I get it. He wasn't great. And he's probably not going to play much next season. Hopefully they play him when it's a blowout. But I know obviously Sam Hartman's going to get the majority of the snaps. And as he should. I think he has like the most wins above replacement in college football this year and last year. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see in 2024 if TB can become the starter or Kenny's going to take it. Kenny Minchie. who's a similar rated recruit as TB. But yeah, like I don't get like why are you hating on Tyler Buckner? Like he literally it was from lack of experience that he made that one mistake and missed those throws. Like if he would have been starting the whole season, he would be such a different quarterback. We might not have even gotten Sam Hartman. So yeah, like I just don't get and like he worked his tail off. You could see how much it meant to him at the end to win the game. So I just wish fans would just chill out with the TB hate. He did his best. He wasn't perfect, but he did make enough plays to win the game. So obviously we want better than 18 of 33. But I'm sure whenever he starts, whether it's in 2024 or he transfers and goes to a different school, that he will be a star. Maybe not an NFL quarterback, but I still think there's a chance of that. I still think there's a chance that Tyler Buckner can be a star quarterback at a Power 5 level, whether it's at Notre Dame or wherever he transfers to, if he does transfer. Like, I could see him doing well. Sort of what Drew Pine is, like, out of Arizona State. Like, it would be interesting to see what a guy like Dilly could do. It's going to be interesting to see what Dilly can do with Drew Pine. But, yeah. Once we first took the lead, tied South Carolina, I'm going to bring up the play-by-play. I'm looking at the ESPN website. Once we first tied it at 24-24, and then I really felt like we were going to win the game. I was confident. Because, like, the only reason that South Carolina was scoring was on our mistakes. Like, they couldn't do anything. They couldn't do anything to us. Like, once we got that touchdown, with TB got his second touchdown to make it 24-24, I was confident we were going to win. Even with that mistakes. I'm like, they can't do anything when they have the ball. They're just punting. And obviously, that one touchdown that they got it was a fluky touchdown. Because the guy wasn't even in bounds. The guy, Xavier Leggett. So, yeah, I was confident we were going to win. It was just a matter of how much. And it was closer than it should have been. Because of the TB interception. That was mostly on Tommy Rees. But I gotta give credit to Al Golden. Although he's left a lot for me to be desired with his linebacker coaching this year. I feel like him and his staff, Chris O'Leary, Al Washington, Mike Mickens. I'm probably missing a name. Chris O'Leary. No, I think that's everyone. I think that's the whole defensive staff. James Laurinaitis at GA as well. I feel like they did a really good job at adjusting and basically just took away whatever South Carolina was doing on offense. Oh yeah, can we please move Clarence Lewis to safety? Al, please move Clarence Lewis to safety. He was unwatchable again in this game. In man coverage. It was so frustrating to see him just letting the guys get by him, even on that one touchdown. I do think he can be very effective at safety because, obviously, I think. I'm assuming Brandon Joseph. See if he. To see, obviously, I feel like, him and Brandon Joseph, can really be. I'm not totally sure if Brandon Joseph's coming back. We're not sure. But him and Brandon Joseph at safety could be good. It could be good. Because I just really don't like him. I really do not like him at corner. So let's try him at safety, please. I'm begging you. Just put him at safety. Don't put him at corner. It's hard to watch. Honestly, it's just hard to watch him get beat like that. So next season, linebackers got to get better. We got to develop our D-line because we're losing a lot on D-line. Wide receivers, I think I'm going to be confident in. So yeah, this is a big year for Al Washington's coaching. It's a big year for Al Washington to coach up the new D lineman to replace Isaiah Foskey. And yeah, O-line's gonna be great. I'm confident. I'm confident pretty much all the offensive staff. Tommy still scares me a bit with his quarterback development. But we're gonna have I'm really not worried about anything on the offense because we're gonna have Sam Hartman, Harry Houston O-line. D. McCullough's been doing a great job with the running backs, although I wish Chris Tyree could break a tackle. And then wide receiver Chase Stuckey's been awesome. Tight end I'm not worried about because of Mitchell Evans. He's going to be great. And everyone else is going to be great at blocking. Holden Stace. All those guys. So I'm confident in that. I'm pretty much confident in the offense. It's a linebacker that scares the crap out of me. And D-line. Although the D-line played hard with what they had. But Al Washington, Al Golden, the twoAls, please develop at your positions. Because it's so important. I'm confident in Mike Mickens and Chris O'Leary. I'm not that confident in Chris's recruiting, though. Chris, please up your recruiting game, man. But yeah, I'm really confident in those guys. It's just linebacker and D-line got to be good enough to stop SC, stop Ohio State, and stop Clemson. Because those are the three big games. Please get better at that. And Marcus Freeman, please. Oh, obviously special teams. Oh, I got to talk about special teams. We had a little special teams battle this game between the two coordinators. It was so fun to see. Like, as a neutral, to see sorry. Why can't I think? Brian Mason. Why can't I think of that? Okay. To see, why can't I? Okay, I'm tired. Special teams coordinator. To see Brian Mason and whoever the South Carolina's Pete Lumbo. To see both of those guys just go at it like that was so fun. Both guys had fake punts. I love how Brian took a shot from Pete Lumbo and then just went right back at him with his own fake punt. So yeah, obviously I'm not scared about special teams. It's really linebacker and D-line I'm scared about us not being able to compete with the best next year. So yeah, really excited for next year. It's a big year. This is a huge year for Notre Dame next year because we must be better than 9-4. We must at least get 10 wins, preferably 11. And yeah, so thanks for listening to my ramble. I just had to get this off my chest. Please subscribe to Young Guns because I have like 90 here and only like 52 in Young Guns. And that's really where I've been doing most of my effort. I'm going to try to do more on my channel later. But yeah, so I'm glad to get something on this channel too. Something on Will and D besides just a stream. So yeah, my little recap of the Gator Bowl and recap of what needs to happen with the players that we have. Obviously, recruiting is going to be good. But we got to get linebackers and D-line are the two most important positions we must get better at. Yeah, obviously, disappointing season all in all. But at least we won the bowl game and got to 9 wins. Because 8-5 would have been terrible. Like, 8-5 would have been a big fat F, probably. But 9-4, probably like a C- of a season. But yeah. Thanks for listening to my ramble about Notre Dame football. We gotta be better next year, but I'm confident that we will be. Let's go, Marcus Freeman. Let's go, staff. Let's win.